What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Marvel Phase 4. So thanks to CCXP, the Brazilian Comic-Con, we are already starting to find out that Phase 4 is going to change the way we've always looked at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The fact that Mr. Kevin Feige himself has said that the Eternals have always been aware of the Avengers and they didn't do anything to stop any attacks on Earth is very interesting, and you could question their morals for not getting involved. But also, Kevin Feige has recently come out and said that the Black Widow movie will make you think very differently about Black Widow's actions in Infinity War and EndGame. So it's clearly obvious that Kevin Feige is going to use the Eternals movie and also the Black Widow movie and all of the Phase 4 movies to set up a mega juggernaut Phase 5, which is gonna be very interesting. So, thanks to an actor who I see more as a bodybuilder, because I was first aware of this person, the Dutch Giant, when he did a YouTube video with the really famous bodybuilder stroke actor, I guess you could say, he's more known for bodybuilding, Callum von Morg. The Dutch Giant, I wasn't even aware that he was in the Black Widow movie, but if you go to his verified Instagram account, he's got 244 followers. He is stating that he is playing a character in the Black Widow movie. So over a week ago, he posted a very interesting article. He posted this on his Instagram page. Oh yes, Marvel Black Widow trailer released May 2020. I mean, I thought it was coming out in March. Not really sure about that release date, but I'm pretty sure it's coming out in March. The Kingsmen is postponed to the end of 2020, meaning Black Widow will be the first movie in the cinema for him. When I started my journey of becoming an actor, Marvel was kind of my end goal. Maybe knock on their door a few years, first build a resume so I can show them what I can do. And now this is my first movie on my resume, which is very interesting. And he shows an image of the scene in the movie where the door in the trailer is getting knocked down and we see a bunch of smoke. Now, people thought this was the Red Guardian, but the actor is insinuating that it's him. Now, if you go through the pictures, he puts an image where he's got some fur on him and you see his muscular physique. Now, there's a lot of theories out there that he will become Omega Red, which is essentially has ties to Weapon X and the Avengers and Wolverine and all these kind of X-Men based villains and X-Men based stuff. So during the Cold War, he was forced into the Soviet version of Weapon X program in order to become a Russian super soldier. The result of this experiment was the deadly Omega Red, which is very interesting. As we know, this would tie in a lot with what could essentially happen in this movie. So essentially, he could be playing Omega Red. Now, why does this fit in? Because if you look at his backstory, I don't know too much about him myself, but if you look into his backstory, he's linked to the Red Room, and he's got lots of ties to the Russian Black Ops group, commonly known as the Red Room, purchased Omega Red's freedom in the hopes of manipulating him in their own end. He managed to escape from their influence. However, he came back into conflict with Wolverine, etc. Blah, blah, blah. So he's got massive ties to the X-Men. So if Marvel are going to use this movie to introduce the X-Men, then it would make sense for them not to go straight in with a punch in your face with someone that you know. It would be better to use a character that isn't known. Technically, he would be the first Marvel villain, and technically he could be one of the minor villains inside the Black Widow movie, which is very interesting. So, if you are new to the channel, guys, make sure to subscribe to never miss any videos. We do Marvel, DC content all week long. And at the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X or a Switch with any game. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel as fast as you can, so we get to the 100,000 subscriber mark. So I just wanted to thank Ben Q for kindly sending me out a true 4K UHD HDR Pro projector. What is it? Essentially, It is a professional cinema projector, which you could play video games like The Witcher, or you could watch the Black Widow trailer, or you could watch Infinity War. Now, this isn't a sponsored video. I'm not being paid to review this, but I am going to be reviewing it briefly. So, in my opinion, this is one of the best projectors that you can use to watch anything on, or play PS4 games or Xbox games if you do play Xbox, because it's not like watching a movie or playing a video game on a 4K TV. It's great quality. The picture quality is so good. Now, the reasoning why they use projectors in the cinema and they don't use like a normal flat screen is because the picture quality is so great. Now, it's true 4K because it has 8.3 million pixels. It's got to hit 8.3 million pixels in order to be true 4K. Now, a lot of the 4K TVs don't actually show you true 4K. Would you know the difference? No. But I know a lot of people on my channel, and this is why they reached out to me, is because a lot of people that like Marvel video games, pop culture based stuff, like to watch and play video games at the best quality that they possibly can. And if you don't use a projector, you're kind of selling yourself short. Now, cool, these aren't the cheapest, but they are great quality for money. Like I say, they are not paying me a penny. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just doing a little review for the product. Now, I will overlay some Witcher footage and some footage of the Black Widow trailer, but like I said, it's not going to be the same because it's been recorded on a Sony flick camera and it's not being recorded on a 4K camera. But I do think that you should check out the link down below where I will be sending you details to everything that this 4K projector screen offers. So if you could check it out down below, it will be pretty cool. Check out BenQ. They are a really good company. I have worked with them a bunch of times now, and I really do like their products a lot. I mean, there's a lot of different functions on this system, like HDR brightness, it has tone mapping, and it has a plethora of other functions, which I'm not going to bore you with because you can read about on the website, but I do fully support and recommend this product, and I think you should check it out if you can. Like I said, you should always try and watch something in the best quality possible. There's no point buying 4K discs if you're not going to have true 4K, which most screens do not offer. So let's get back into the rest of the video. So Disney spent over 60 billion buying all these different franchises, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Deadpool 3, etc. Now, at the moment, they haven't done anything with it. So I do believe this actor, Olivier, who is saying that they're going to be using, well, he's not actually directly saying he is going to be an X-Men character, but it would make a lot of sense if they would introduce these new X-Men characters in earlier movies, which they can technically retcon the MCU without even retconning the MCU. We do know a lot of the characters from the Eternals movies, like the Black Knight, played by Kit Harington, will feature in Avengers movies going forward. The Eternals have known about the Avengers all this time. They've known about Thanos, but they haven't done anything. So it would make a lot of sense to start to tee up the new kind of characters that they are going to bring through. They are not going to spend all this money on these characters and then not actually use them. Now, a lot of people are expecting, you know, the standard Wolverine, Magneto, and these kind of X-Men characters to be one of the first characters they bring through, but no, it makes a lot of sense to tie back an X-Men villain to a movie that has got a lot of Russian ties. It really does make a lot of sense when you start to think about it, and it's very clever on Marvel's side. If they do this, they could even do it in the Eternals. They could tee up a lot of different things in the Eternals. Some people believe they had set up the Galactus storyline in the Eternals movie with the Deviants and Celestials. It would make a lot of sense. And also they could do this in Black Panther 2. As you know, there's always been rumors that your boy Warstu is going to feature in Black Panther 2, but so far, Ryan Coogler, Kevin Feige, they know my email address, no one's hit me up. So obviously T'Challa is the main star of that movie, and Black Panther, obviously the same character. We know that Storm has a very good connection, and they were with each other, they were an item in Marvel Comics. Now, we do know Marvel, and both Marvel and DC, they don't really follow the comics, but they could set up Storm, who is rumoredly going to be Riri Rihanna in that movie. That would be possible. There are more rumors floating about that Storm is going to feature in Black Panther 2. Now, yes, this would make a lot of sense, but then the love story they've set up in Black Panther 1 would kind of be over, but it would make a lot of sense. As we know, we've got a release date for Black Panther 2 already, so that is set in stone. I do not think that Disney and Marvel are going to sit on these characters for 10 years before they touch them. I mean, they bought it. They bought the rights. They've had the rights this year, 2019. They're not going to wait to 2025 before they do anything. It's like Deadpool. Deadpool could appear in any movie now. Realistically, the most obvious one would be Deadpool 3. Obviously, Ryan Reynolds is going to appear in that. We don't even know if Ryan Reynolds is technically playing Deadpool in the MCU, although it's kind of confirmed. It's not really 100% confirmed. So if Deadpool is going to function or appear in any movie, it would most likely have to be Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse into the Madness. So they will start to build these characters up and build their backstories up, and what better way than to slide characters in slowly into different movies. And if they do slide this character into the Black Widow movie in the form of the Dutch Giant, then this would make a lot of sense, because then you could form the rest of the X-Men backstory around this one character. Then you're just not jumping straight to Wolverine like everyone seamlessly seems to think. They are going to jump straight into Wolverine Magneto storyline, which really makes no sense. We know they are maybe going to retcon the whole of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the sense of it's not going to be the same. Now, early in this video, for some reason, I said that Black Widow was coming out in March. It's coming out in May. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. So it is looking like we could be getting Storm in Black Panther 2. Now, if you are going to be getting Doctor Doom, why would it be so nonsense to kind of stick Storm in there? Because obviously Doctor Doom is a Fantastic Four villain. If we can get a Fantastic Four villain, then why can't they throw Storm in? They are, like I said, they're not going to sit on these properties for a very long time. Now, I'm not saying that the Dutch Giant, who is an absolute beast, is going to play an X-Men, but it does sound like he is talking about an X-Men, but an X-Men villain, Omega Red. It would be freaking awesome. There were plans to use this character in the Fox universe, but they are going to be retconning the whole of the X-Men and Fantastic Four characters that they use there. Like I said, he's got a lot of ties to the Red Room and has a lot of backstory that could make implementing the rest of the X-Men and X-Force and Deadpool, and it will make everything easier if they do slide this in. As we know, the movie has now been confirmed and verified to take place pretty much straight after Civil War, which is good. We've got a timeline. And there are some people seamlessly thinking that the Black Widow movie is going to turn into some kind of franchise, which, yeah, I mean, I guess it would work, but I don't really see they should do that. They should maybe, if Yelena doesn't get killed off, maybe have her being a Black Widow in the current timeline, obviously in the future, because at the moment, EndGame ends 5 years in the future. So it is interesting. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know. Do you think that the Dutch Giant is telling the truth? Of course, it's in the movie. It is on IMDb. It is everywhere that he is officially in the movie. We just don't know which role he is playing. So if you could check out the link down below to BenQ for the W2700 projector. It is really cool. Like I said, I'm not being paid to talk about this. It's just a miniature review inside this video, so it's not a sponsored video, but it is a collaboration video. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. If you got any video requests, drop them down below. Are you liking Crisis on Infinite Earth episode 3 aired last night? Pretty freaking insane ending. Might cover it, not sure yet. But if you want any other video content, just let me know down below. Hit me up on Instagram at Warstu. Twitter, just type Warstu or WWarstu and you'll find me. Follow me there. That would be much appreciated. I do have the icon in the left corner of the screen on all the videos. And also check out warstu.com and Warstu on Facebook, and that would be much appreciated. Like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.